how resilience can shape a person, even amidst the turmoil of a dysfunctional family and a life of crime. This thought-provoking query is the driving force behind the powerful novel Boys Don't Cry by Fiona Scarlett. In this narrative, we delve deep into the heart of resilience, witnessing its transformative power in the midst of adversity. The book is a tapestry of emotions, painstakingly woven by Scarlett, interlacing themes of familial troubles, crime, and the indomitable spirit of human resilience. It sets the stage in the heart of Dublin, a city that is as much a character in the tale as the protagonists themselves. The narrative is focused on two brothers, each one a unique testament to the power of resilience. Their lives are far from perfect. They are marred by dysfunction and crime. Yet, it is their dogged spirit, their unwillingness to be beaten down by their circumstances, that forms the crux of the narrative. Through these characters, Scarlett paints a vivid picture of the human capacity to endure and overcome. She highlights the ways in which adversity can shape and mold us, and how resilience becomes our greatest ally in the battle against life's harsh realities. The novel unfolds in a manner that keeps the readers on the edge of their seats. It takes us through a roller coaster of emotions, hardships, victories, and setbacks. Each page turned is an insight into the lives of these brothers, their struggles, and their triumphs. But amongst all the despair and hardship, there's an underlying theme of hope. The kind of hope that only resilience can provide. A hope that despite all odds, one can rise above their circumstances and achieve greatness. This compelling debut novel takes us on a journey through the lives of two brothers in Dublin, each facing their unique set of challenges. Joe, the elder of the two, is a gifted artist, wrestling with the complex challenges of fitting into a rigid school environment that fails to recognize and appreciate his unique artistic talents. A vibrant, free spirit, he finds himself trapped within the confines of a stony academic world that doesn't understand his creative mind. He is an eccentric outsider, a rare gem in a pile of pebbles, caught in a whirlpool of mundane routine and shallow expectations. His heart yearns for paint-stained fingers and the scent of turpentine. But the world demands textbooks, exams, and conventional wisdom. The walls of the classroom seem to close in on him, his artistic soul suffocating under the weight of rote memorization and standardized tests. Each day, the vibrancy of his palette diminishes, replaced by the monochrome shades of enforced conformity. He battles not only the trials of a system that dismisses his creativity, but also the internal insecurities that begin to eat at his confidence. He yearns for acceptance, for understanding, for a place where his talents are not only appreciated, but celebrated. But such places seem like mirages in the barren desert of his reality. The pressure of his circumstances is relentless. His dreams, once so vivid and tangible, now seem distant and blurred. His hands, once so sure and steady, shake under the weight of the world's expectations. It's a struggle, a battle against the winds of societal norms and standards that threaten to blow him off course. These pressures push him closer to a life of crime, a path he never envisioned for himself. His brother Finn, on the other hand, is a young innocent soul navigating the aftermath of a devastating event that shakes his world to its core. Finn is no more than a boy, barely in his teens. His eyes still hold the sparkle of innocence. He's been thrown into a chaos that's not of his making, and yet, he's forced to bear the brunt of it. The event that turned his life upside down was not just any event. It was something that shattered his reality, pulled him out of his comfort zone, and tossed him into a whirlwind of emotions. It was a catastrophe, a shockwave that tore through his serene existence, leaving a trail of destruction behind. Finn is a young soul, unripe and unprepared for the harsh realities of life. His journey takes him through a labyrinth of emotions, fear, sorrow, confusion, shock, as he tries to comprehend what's happened. He's left with questions that are too complex for his tender age, questions that disturb his sleep and haunt his dreams. When the event took place, it was like a violent storm that uprooted everything around him. It was a disaster that crashed into his life like a tsunami, leaving him in utter chaos, lost and disoriented. Every day, he wakes up to the harsh reality of his existence. Each day, a constant reminder of the devastating event. Finn, however, is not weak. He's a young soul, with a heart full of courage and a spirit that refuses to break. In the midst of the turmoil, he's standing tall, fighting his battles, slowly learning to navigate through the aftermath. His world may have been shaken to its core, but he's not alone. He's got his family, his friends, and most importantly, he's got himself. His brother Finn, on the other hand, is a young, innocent soul navigating the aftermath of a devastating event that shakes his world to its core. Scarlett's storytelling shines through in her poignant portrayal of these two brothers. A master of her craft, she expertly builds the narrative around the lives of these siblings, introducing us to a world seen through their eyes. In her hands, the contours of their existence take on a vibrant intensity that is hard to forget. She weaves a tapestry of experiences, shaping the personalities and motivations of Joe and Finn with a finesse that is both remarkable and compelling. Each chapter peels back layers, revealing the depth of their characters and unfolding story in a way that resonates with the reader. Scarlet has a keen eye for capturing human emotion in its rawest form, and it is this ability that brings her characters to life. The emotional depth of her writing is evident in every line, every word. It is there in the subtle nuances of dialogue, the vivid descriptions of their surroundings, the quiet moments of reflection, and the high-stakes confrontations. She isn't afraid to delve into the complexities of the human heart, exploring themes of love, loss, and resilience with a sensitivity that is truly admirable. The authenticity of her characters is another aspect that sets work apart. Scarlet doesn't just create characters, she breathes life into them. They are as real as the world they inhabit, their thoughts, dreams, and fears tangible to the point where you can almost touch them. They are not just figments of the imagination, but living, breathing entities with strengths, weaknesses, hopes, and desires. It's a narrative that tugs at your heartstrings, one that keeps you engaged from start to finish. As you journey with Joe and Finn through the trials and tribulations of their lives, you cannot help but root for them. You share in their joys and sorrows, celebrate their victories, and mourn their losses. It's a narrative that tugs at your heartstrings, making you root for Joe and Finn as they face their struggles head-on. The essence of Boys Don't Cry lies in its exploration of family dynamics, crime, and most importantly, resilience. It's a stark reminder that our circumstances, no matter how dire, do not define us. Instead, how we rise above these circumstances shapes our character and our future. So, what lessons can we take away from Boys Don't Cry? 1. Resilience is key. No matter how dire the situation, we have the power to rise above it. 2. Our circumstances do not define us. We are not bound by our environment, and we have the capacity to change our course. 3. Family is complex, but it's also a source of strength. Despite their dysfunction, Joe and Finn find solace and strength in each other. 4. Everyone has a talent, a gift that makes them unique. For Joe, it's his art. And lastly, crime is not a solution. It's a path that only leads to more problems. In conclusion, Boys Don't Cry is a powerful and moving narrative that takes us deep into the lives of two brothers trying to navigate their troubled circumstances. The lessons it imparts about resilience, family, and personal strength are applicable to all of us, regardless of our circumstances. It's a testament to Scarlett's storytelling prowess and her ability to create characters that resonate with readers long after they've turned the final page.